was, do the parents of Iberville Parish School District who are currently utilizing social media feel more involved and connected within the community than those parents within the district that are not on social media? And we predict that results will prove people to feel more involved if they are communicating consistently and interacting online than those parents who do not use social media.
We based our research on James Greenig's excellence model theory. This theory states that two-way communication is vital to the success of any public relations organization. Engagement and that in communication includes engagement and involvement on both sides of the organization, the public and the organization itself. Iberville Parish School District's Facebook page does not currently allow for two-way communication, so therefore it does not go along with the excellence model theory. They do that to avoid negative feedback on their social media site. However, we believe that by implementing a two-way communications method of their social media sites, that will allow for more effective relationships with parents via social media and will allow for overall improvement in success of their social media sites and feelings of involvement in the community.
Okay, so we created an analytical survey in order to collect our data, and we sent it to the Iberville Parish parents to various schools in Iberville Parish during the week of November 5th, so we could gather information concerning the parents' social media usage and their feelings of involvement with their community. There's many advantages to using the survey to collect data because it's easy to distribute across a wide range of audiences. It's very cost efficient. We didn't have to spend any money. We use Qualtrics. There's no constraints by geographic boundaries, and it's really easy to research by existing data we distributed to approximately 4,000 individuals with a total of 66 questions. We selected the parents because they're currently parents of the children attending the schools in Iberville Parish, and we had to select out independent and dependent variables. Our independent variable was social media presence of parents within the Iberville Parish School District, while our dependent variable was the parents' feelings of general involvement.
Okay, so after we got the results of our survey back, we used a simple linear regression to analyze these results. And regressions are commonly used for survey analysis because they draw conclusions about populations based on samples randomly drawn from that population. Sorry. And they focus on causation and relationships among variables, and they assess the contribution of one or more independent variables on one dependent variable. And since we only had one independent variable, our regression was displayed in one linear graph, and that's on the next slide right here. So we found that as parents' social media present, like parents that use social media more actively, their feeling of involvement with the community increases by 0.43. So our hypothesis was supported by these results that are displayed here.
And to conclude, we did find it interesting that these results proved our hypothesis correct in predicting that parents who were currently utilizing social media platforms to communicate and consistently interact online were feeling more involved than those who do not have a social media account. We did find various general limitations while conducting this study, one being the potential respondent's bias prior to participating in this study. For example, as we stated earlier, we distributed these surveys through the children in the schools to take home for their parents to participate and to fill out the survey. So at the end of the day, when the parents come home from work or they have their children back at the end of the day, they don't necessarily want to participate. Maybe they don't feel they have a voice that would make change within the community. Various prior biases on the respondent's part. Also a limitation, the low income area of the study, based on conducting the focus groups and interviews with various school district employees, we found that many households didn't own a computer within their home, and therefore were not interacting on social media because they didn't have a way to interact, or they didn't have access to the internet even at home. Which brings us to generalizability being another limitation, because we're generalizing the overall population's feelings based on this sample for this survey. And this study will add to existing knowledge because we can better understand how big of an impact a prominent social media presence is online and how it can increase the levels of involvement and engagement both on and offline within the community, which is important in any community.